Coping with lifestyle changes because of COVID-19. The coronavirus disease pandemic may be stressful for people. Fear and anxiety about a new disease and what could happen can be overwhelming and cause strong emotions in adults and children. Public health actions, such as social distancing, can make people feel isolated and lonely and can increase stress and anxiety. However, these actions are necessary to reduce the spread of COVID-19. Coping with stress in a healthy way will make you, the people you care about, and your community stronger. Here we have an interview about how a person copes with life during this pandemic. Did the lockdown change your daily lifestyle?
Definitely, since I work in the healthcare field, my job involves going to people's homes. Ever since the lockdown, half of the people I work with do not want anyone coming into their homes. Because of this, I'm earning less money. My personal social life has also been affected by the COVID lockdown. All the big stores I used to go to with my family have restrictions. This has led to me not wanting to go to big name stores. For this reason, I often stay home. Also, COVID has also affected me visiting family and friends. Since I have family members over 60 years old, I have limited my visitation, so I do not get them sick. Most of the socialization I do is from Zoom or social media. I feel like I'm living in a matrix which I cannot get out of.
Do you think there was a benefit for the lockdown?
Yes, I personally think there was a purpose of the lockdown because since New York City has the high population of people, the numbers of COVID cases have been going up rapidly. For this reason, it was necessary for the government to come in and enforce social distancing rules. Since New York City is so diverse culturally, not everyone sees the impact COVID is having the same way.
How did the lockdown affect you physically and emotionally?
The lockdown has affected me both physically and emotionally. Since I am home most of the time, I find myself eating more food. This results in weight gain since my exercise routine is reduced. My job involves being on the computer now. For this reason, I'm not that active. I worry that my cholesterol level has increased. Since I am not going out that much and not socializing that much, I feel a little depressed. Communicating with family with social media is not the same as interacting with them face to face. I believe human beings are a social tribal society and always seek to mingle with people.
How did you react when COVID-19 was first brought to the public?
Initially, I didn't think of it as much, since other types of flus came and went, such as the swine flu and bird flu. I was under the impression that it would last a couple of weeks. However, it has been almost a year and it's still here.
Has the government done a good job? If not, what can they have done better?
Yes, I think the government has done a good job in general. Since the COVID affected so many people at one time, the government tried its best to take care of its population. New York City was not accepting death tolls so high, but they managed to change the hospital system and implement a color zoning system to help control this virus. For New York City, since it has a high population, I believe that the government did the best they can.
So this is the way some people cope lifestyle changes because of COVID-19. Most people tend to go through anxiety and depression, but there are ways to cope with these changes. Many people agree that the government has done a good job. The lockdown affected many people both physically and emotionally, and lots of people's everyday lifestyle has also changed, but there are still ways to cope through this pandemic.